Entrance to what? Early Portuguese spice trade as new as Pulau Pinam north of Malacca Straits monsoon shelter trade route Malaccas to Madras, or Pulau Kasatu first island to the sea Sakai or Isle of Areca, betel nut palm under the mainland's Kedah Sultanate trade rivalries meant its Tanjong Penaga stand of coastal laurel trees, met Sir Francis Light's costly gold coin cannon shot, luring underpaid Indian sepoys and lascars to cut dense hardwood, clear rainforest jungle growth for Fort Cornwallis, that British East India Company outpost, then Prince of Wales Island, a town rapidly growing Hokkien, Malay, Tamil, Euro, Entrepot, trade rival Malaccas. But George, yes, Georgetown shallow harbor, hosting high-prowed junks, triple-masted Indiamen sail, wind, sail as sampans unloaded to Gaut's coolie labor hold up merchant wares for go-downs and finance houses west to east, east to west. Now Malaysian Pulau Penang's long gone betel nut stands ghost under so-called Silicon Valley of the East's Internet of Things. Yes, things. This next one is actually a childhood memory. It's about my much loved Thai Ama. So this would be now, this was written about my childhood post-war. Still, turmeric and coconut cooking aromas turn on this rusty tap of the past, drip odd clear drops, Ama slapping from room to room, no Cantonese black and white in black pants and white samfu, but batik sarong and shirt, long Thai hair pulled into black and gray bun, Ama scaring us out of her domain, kitchen cleaver raised, telling us all of her children died, Ama loving us like one of her own, quietly contravening men's discipline, Ama teaching Kwanim compassion through the smile in her voice, Ama laughing uproarious, Ama's time off, smoking a beedi. And this third one in Mouse and Eggs. And thank you very much, Andre, for publishing these. This one actually begins with an excerpt from one of my father's letters dated June 11th, 1936. And I should explain that he had joined a British Corps company, he calls it COI, short form, of Army volunteers that were training along with Chinese and Malay units in the event of any sort of Japanese invasion. And although Penang was called Fortress Penang, it didn't have a single anti-Air Force gun. It didn't have a single gun aimed at the skies. And of course, that was what did Penang in, was the bombing and then the occupation later. This is about his experience training and about his thoughts about what might happen. Arms alarms. We're not supposed to be particularly good riflemen now that we are so preoccupied with machine guns, but it is up to us to compete with the Asiatic boys who are not machine gunners. We got an extraordinary notice around this morning giving us orders what to do on the proclamation of a precautionary warning, where to report, suggestions as to what to do with wives, children, jewelry, furniture, etc., and finishing up by pointing out that any delay occasioned by not taking these hints would, quote, not be tolerated in the event of a general mobilization, end quote. I don't know whether there is any particular object in all this or whether the instructions are merely of a general nature. The position in China looks serious in the extreme. I hope it will have sorted itself out peacefully by the time you are reading this, but I fear there can be no lasting settlement. But I cannot imagine that it would affect us here with any suddenness. He was wrong. The prestige of Britain in the Far East now stands at a discount. We missed our chance in stopping or failing to stop Japan's entry into Manchuria. At that time, we should have accepted the offer of collaboration with the US. We turned it down, chiefly because popular opinion at home had this wretched isolationist policy drummed into it. The result now is that Japan is the dominant power, unless we care to combine with Russia. Wouldn't the yellow press at home howl if we suggested doing so? June 11th, 1936. Here, a crowd of crows caw caw incessant, insane warning at the bandit-eyed raccoon prowling a neighbor's roof. As if that were the only alarm to be raised these days of history intensified. Oil wars, drought, and famine, fished out parts of ocean, coral die-off, Arctic thaw, Australia burning. Will strident crow gang cries outlast us? Only if trees do.